Namaskar. Today we will discuss on the stellar system in pteridophytes. Stellar system in pteridophytes. The conducting system of pteridophyte consists of xylem and phloem and associated parenchyma cells, all of which are organized into a stele that is generally separated from the outer cortex by a layer of endodermis. The central part or the core of the axis is called the stele. So a stele, it is a Greek word meaning road or column, is the core of the axis which includes the vascular system, the interfascicular portion, the pith and some surrounding portion of the fundamental tissue in the vicinity of vascular bundles. This concept of the stele as proposed by Van Tighem and Douillet in 1886 was widely accepted by the plant morphologists and plant anatomists. The term is restricted only to the primary vascular tissue. Types of stele, Issue in 1953 and Smith in 1955 recognized two principal types of stellar organization among the vascular plants. These are the protostele and the siphonostele. Protostele, it is the simplest and the primitive type of stele. In this case, the vascular cylinder consists of the solid core of xylem surrounded by phloem, pericycle and endodermis. There is no pith. The name protostele was suggested by the Jeffrey and is regarded as the fundamental stellar system of the vascular plants, from which the other type originated in the course of evolution. Variation of the protostele includes haplostele, actinostele, plactostele and mixed protostele. Haplostele. In haplostele, this is a type of stele with central solid core of xylem surrounded by phloem. It occurred in primitive xylophytes like Rhynia, Horneophyton, and also it is found in living genera like Lycopodium cernum and Selaginella cruciana. Here you see, this is the solid core of xylem. Here, outer that phloem is present. Next one is actinostele. The xylem core is stellate or star-shaped. Here you see the xylem core, it is star-shaped. The extinct xylophyte named Asteroxylum also possessed a star-shaped actinostele. For example, Lycopodium serratum and Selaginella selaginoids. Plactostele, the xylem occurs in the form of parallel bands alternating with the phloem plates. So these are parallel plates of xylem. These are alternating with the phloem. In between these phloems are present. The example of plactosteles are Lycopodium volubile and Lycopodium clavatum. Mixed protostele. In Lycopodium cernum, the xylem appears in the form of irregular groups that are embedded in the ground mass of phloem. Here you see the xylems are in the form of irregular groups and in between them phloems is present. Origin of siphonostele. There is a general acceptance that the siphonostele has evolved from a protostele. Two theories have been proposed accounting the phylogenetic origin of the pith: intrastellar theory and extrastellar theory. Intrastellar theory, which is supported by Budel in 1901, Guyen, Vaughan, Bower, Patry and others, holds that pith originates by metamorphosis of the intervascular elements into parenchyma. Support for this theory is furnished by a number of plants like Botrychium lunularia and Osmunda regalis, in which the central region of the protostele consists of both tracheids and parenchyma cell. According to extrastellar theory, which was put forth by Jeffrey, the pith is extrastellar in origin. The theory holds that the pith originated as a result of the invasion of cortical tissues into the stem, though through the leaf gaps and branch gaps in the course of phylogenetic development of the vascular plants. According to this theory, the pith is cortical in nature. Siphonostele or modulated protostele, a kind of stele. It is a kind of stele in which there is present a pith in the central region. This type of stele in which pith is present. Here you see pith is present in between the xylem and phloem, in the middle of this xylem and phloem ring. So this type of siphonostele, this type of stele is known as siphonostele. Siphonosteles are of two types, ectoploic siphonostele and amphiploic siphonostele. In ectoploic siphonostele, you see the phloems are present outer to the xylem. So this type of ring is known as ectoploic. Examples of ectoploic siphonostele is equisetum and osmunda, whereas in amphiploic siphonostele, in this here you see pith, after that it is xylem. The phloem is surrounded by on both sides by xylem. This type of stele is known as amphiploic siphonostele. For example, adiantum and Marsilia. Here the japith is surrounded by a xylem. Here you see ectoploic siphonostele. The pith is surrounded by a xylem strand, which in turn is surrounded by phloem, pericycle and endodermis. So in this case, phloem is present only external to xylem. This type, for example, equisetum and osmunda. Amphiploic siphonostele, the pith is surrounded by inner endodermis, inner pericycle, inner phloem, xylem, outer phloem, outer pericycle and outer endodermis. The phloem may be both external, and internal, and amphiploic siphonostele is also known as solenostele. The examples of amphiploic siphonosteles are adiantum and Marsilia rhizome. Siphonostele with a leaf gap and leaf dress. Cladosyphonic siphonostele, a siphonostele which has no leaf gap, is termed as cladosyphonic siphonostele, whereas in phyllosiphonic siphonostele, a siphonostele with gaps caused by leaf dress is termed phyllosiphonic siphonostele. Appearance of leaf gaps in the siphonostele leads to a number of modifications such as solenostele, dictyostele and eustele. Solenostele, among the simpler siphonostelic ferns, the leaf gaps are relatively small and do not overlap each other in the internodes. Such siphonostele are called solenostele. For example, Marsilia, dictyostele. In the more advanced siphonostele ferns, the leaf gaps are large and thus appear to be dissected. A dissected siphonostele is known as dictyostele. In a transection, the dictostele appears as discrete strands or bundles, each with internal xylem and concentric phloem, is called meristele. So this is the meristele. The example of dictyosteles are Dryopteris, Pteris, and Pilia rotundifolia. Another modification of the siphonostele is seen in the internode of Equisetum strands, that is, they have xylem on the inside and phloem on the outer. Here see the xylem and phloem on the outer side. Such arrangement is called as eustele. Here the vascular system consists of collateral or bicollateral vascular strands, that is, they have xylem on the inside and phloem on the outside. Xylem is flowing the outside. Such arrangement is called a U-still. In some Phyllocophyta, for example, Metonia, Pteridium, Pteris vittata, and Meratia, two or more concentric cylinders of vascular tissue are present. Such a still is called polycyclic still. For example, Pteris vittata. Here you see the polycyclic still. Thank you.